Hey there, welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching. So this here is one of my first ever squeegees. It's just quite a simple stainless steel squeegee. Back then when I first started in the 90s, squeegee was king, and you were either stainless steel or you were brass. Generally the brass had a fixed channel. Stainless steel ones, you could change the channel by pressing the button, so you had the option to change the length of the channel. And you know, these were okay. I didn't know any different. The thing was, when the handle got wet and a little bit of soapy solution got on there, they could be slippery, and in the winter they were a bit cold to handle. So one thing we used to do is we used to get these rubber grips, which you'd have to force it on there. It was pretty tricky actually. It would improve things a bit, but even then when it got soapy it would slip, so it would affect your grip a bit and the control of the squeegee. But that's all there was at the time. While I was at college, all I had was a couple of these, and that was fine. Like a lot of window cleaners, I hadn't intended to have a long career as a window cleaner. At college I was studying music technology. I was training in a music studio. I had these grand ideas about working in media, but elements of my course was not just recording music, but also making music videos to go with some of the music we'd recorded and different tasks we were given like that. But by the time I finished college, I spent a lot of time working with a few different window cleaners. I'd even built up a handful of my own jobs, starting to build up my own round. But I left all of that behind. I'd met my wife, moved to a whole new town. I was starting completely from scratch. By that time, I'd moved on to these, the Unger Ergotec. This was the squeegee I was relying on. This helped me get my business started. This helped me build up my business, build my reputation for being trustworthy, reliable, dependable, doing a quality job, and I'm really glad I had this squeegee to help me do that. Here is an Unger Ergotec which I used for a long time. This is actually the XL handle. I used to use this a lot before the Ninja came out. You can see the difference in size there. Okay, you can see the XL handle is slightly bigger. So after about 5 years, started completely from scratch, left behind the few jobs that I'd built up, went completely on my own. I couldn't even afford my rent, and I just went out every day canvassing until I built up enough work. You know, you'd have some days where you wouldn't pick up anything. I'd have some days where I'd hit on a street and I'd pick up maybe a day's work in a street. So that's how it would go sometimes. But back then, the Ergotec was key for me, really. That was the tool that helped me build my business. Now Unger brought out the latest edition of the Ergotec, the new Black series. But when I spoke to Unger, you know, they really said to me that they were looking to take their Ergotec squeegee and really push it to the next level. This version now includes the button as well, which makes it much easier to change the channel over. And they've also put a lot of work into developing a new rubber. It's a medium rubber, it's really smooth, really slips well on the glass, and it's really nice to see their new soap, the new power liquid, is also cutting through the dirt really nicely. I mean, it seems quite reckless when I think about it now. I can't believe I did it. I didn't know anybody. I had no savings. I couldn't afford my rent. I had no job. But I was determined to prove myself, to show that I could make it work, and I just spent all day every day canvassing. I knew I wasn't going to make it happen just by sitting around. I knew I had to be out there, and that's what I did. I used to make my lunch, take my lunch with me, eat it in the car. I thought, even if I'm just eating my lunch in the car, someone can see that I'm sitting there with my ladders on the roof. You know, you don't know who you're going to run into. And it turns out I made some really good friends, and some people really helped me out along the way. One window cleaner I met in particular, he had 2 sons and they'd recently given up window cleaning. So he said, why don't you try that village? Why don't you try that village there? That's where they used to work. And so that's what I did. I kind of pinpointed my canvassing. I picked up a lot of work like that, and I found villages really good for that. Yeah, okay, maybe I've had some help along the way, and I've been really grateful for those things that have happened, but they're not going to happen unless you get yourself out there. So that's what I've always felt like so important. So, you know, sometimes it takes a bit of initiative. I've always felt is it's not going to happen just by sitting around. You've got to put yourself out there in the first place. So yeah, you bump into people, people help you out along the way, but it takes that initiative. And if you've got your own business, you'll know that you've got to put yourself out there. You've got to get out there and make it happen yourself. No one's going to do it for you. And I guess that's what I did. A slightly strange thing is that someone wrote an article about me recently telling my story in a bit more detail. So if you're interested in and you want to have a look at that, I'll put the link in the description below. So you just need to click on the title of the video there and it will bring up the link and more information. I always try and put loads more information in the description. So I really mean it when I say thanks for watching my channel. I really appreciate everyone that's subscribed. I can't believe there are people out there still subscribing. It's you that basically makes it possible. That means that I can still keep making the videos. You're making my dreams come true, basically. That's not too over the top. But seriously, I hope you enjoy the videos as much as I enjoy making them. And what really inspired me to start the channel is those experiences I had when I first started working with different window cleaners, and realizing that everyone's got a different way of doing things, building their own business in their own way. And so my channel, really, I love to share my ideas, the way I've done things, and hopefully it's just a way of giving you ideas for your business and how you want to do things. And if you want to do things slightly differently, you know, that's okay. You can make money doing things your own way. That's the beauty of running your own business and being your own boss, is that you call the shots and you can run things in the way that you want to do them. So I just hope you find my channel useful. So yeah, I hope you find it a good source of information and you benefit from it, really. Thanks for watching. Take care out there. I wish you all the best with your own business, and hope to see you again very soon.